Hello, so in this video we're going to be looking at how we find the mode of a set of data. Now the mode is a type of average. So imagine we've got some data here, here's my data, 1, 5, 8, 2, 6, 4, etc. And we want to decide what is the average value in my set of data. There's a few different ways that we can do that, and one of the ways that we can do it is called the mode. So to find the mode, we sort of arrange our data into groups, and whichever of those groups is the biggest, that's the one that we call the mode. So we could say that is an average. And in this data here, here is my mode. My mode is 2. The mode is 2 because that's the biggest group. Most of my data values, or the value that my data comes up with most is 2. Because there's 3 of those, there's only 1 of these, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1. So this one is the mode. It's the one that comes up most often, the most frequent. That's the mode. So we're going to have a go at finding the mode of a set of data. I'm going to do this one on the left. You can do the same thing with this one on the right. So we've got our data here. It goes 5, 3, 11, 6, 2, 3, 5, 9, 3. Now it looks to me like there's a whole bunch of 3s there. How many 3s were there? There was 1, 2, 3 3s. Is there anything else that gets repeated? Well, there's a couple of 5s, aren't there? There's a 5 here and a 5 here, but there's still more 3s. So I'm going to say that 3 is the mode. The mode is 3. There we go. Okay, pause the video here and try the one on the right. Hello. So what did you find as the mode? Let's have a look, shall we? So our data goes 15, 23, 11, 16, 20, 13, 15, 19, 23. So we've got a couple of things that get repeated. 23 gets repeated. 15 gets repeated. Maybe I'll choose a different colour there. 15 gets repeated. And that's all, isn't it? So it looks to me like these are both the mode. So 23 and 23, that comes up twice. 15 and 15, that comes up twice. Everything else only comes up once. So they are both the mode. So there are 2 modes. And the 2 modes are 15 and 23. And there's a special name for a data set that has 2 modes. We call it bimodal, which sort of makes sense if you think about it. Modal meaning to do with the mode, and bi meaning 2, like a bicycle, for instance. Okay, so we should have found that the mode, or the modes, plural, are 15 and 23, and that is because this data set is bimodal. Good. So let's just formalise that a wee bit by writing down a definition of what we've just said. So we've said that the mode is the value that occurs most often in a set of data. And so it might be a good idea to write that down in your notes jotter if you have it, or just on a separate piece of paper so you can refer back to it later on so you remember which one it is. And you could also add there, I suppose, that there can be more than one mode. We saw that it could be bimodal. If there were 3 modes, it would be trimodal, etc. There can be more than one mode. Okay, good. The next video will be a different kind of average. I'll see you for that one in just a minute.